Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video I visit a very popular photography location and discover that an area which was once locked away and you couldn't get to has now been reopened, and I get a whole new perspective on what is a very popular photography location. So stay tuned and see what I managed to capture on this, my latest trip to the Hermitage. If the car park is anything to go by, it's relatively quiet today. It's not always like that here, so I think I've want to watch here. It is still quite early, and it's midweek. It's a Wednesday, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. And the good news is, we have some very obvious colour changes in the leaves. That can only help, right? Bright yellow umbrella, in the forest, in the rain, and I don't have my camera out yet, so I can't get the shot. Amateur. Oh wow, look at that. And looking up the way, you've got just a little hint of mist on the tops of the trees. This tree here is just crying out for a photograph, isn't it? The star of the show is these rapids here. So yeah, I'm going to get down, set up the camera, and this could well be image number 1. Right, what do you make of this shot? I'm at the same spot. That's the tree I was shooting a second ago, but I'm now looking downstream, and we've got this little waterfall on the far side there, and that looks quite nice, I think, with the water at the front here. My problem is exposure again. Although it's relatively dark down here at the water, that is extremely dark. So what I've had to do is do a 4-second exposure for the shade over there in that little waterfall, and then cut it right down to a ½ second exposure for the river and foreground. So hopefully that'll work. I can merge them together and do some sort of exposure blend. But yeah, it looks alright. I'm still on a 16-35 and I'm right in at 35, so I might actually swap lenses over to the 24-105. Maybe take it to about 60 mils and try and fill the frame, or at least make that waterfall larger in the frame. I'm kicking myself. I was just about to pack up, so I put the lens cap back on to try and keep the front of the lens dry, and a huge heron just flew right in front of the waterfall. That would have made an incredible photograph if I'd caught that, but it wasn't to be. I like this tree just standing out from the misty background. That mist is helping it stand out a bit. Maybe grab a quick shot of that before moving on. Right, I've taken those shots. It looks like we're losing the mist. I don't know if the wind's picked up a little bit up there, but the mist seems to be kind of coming and going. So anyway, I'm going to leave this spot and move up closer to the main falls. Just captured a quick shot of those stairs. Look very moody, very dark with this light. I'm going to head under here. There's a viewpoint here underneath the bridge, which I'm going to pop to, and then we'll head up onto the bridge. It's been boarded up. It's a shame. There used to be a very nice viewpoint through there. I might grab a shot of the old bridge with these. Oh, look at those trees in the background just here. Wow. Yeah, I might grab a shot of the trees, the bridge, and those misty trees in the background and those beautiful autumnal colours. Right, I'm reasonably happy with that shot, with the bridge and the autumnal colours. So I'm going to head up and onto the bridge now. I've met a couple of photographers and they've all said the same thing. There's a lot of water going over the falls and it looks very dramatic. So just going to make my way back through to those steps and we'll see for ourselves. Oh, the other side of the path is open. That's the first time I've ever been here where that's been open. Huh? It's not bad, eh? Not bad at all. Right, a couple of shots coming up, I think. And then I'm going through there. I've never been through there. But let's get this first. Right, what do you make of this shot? I've basically got this old tree here off on the left hand side of the frame. I'm shooting in vertical format, so I've got that at the top and then the falls down below with these rock formations and the lovely green moss on the rocks. This is actually, I think I mentioned it earlier, there used to be a nice way through for a viewpoint. That was there. You used to be able to go right up onto that rock and shoot right across the falls, but obviously that's been blocked up now. But I quite like this shot. So the tree, the distant trees and the fall in vertical format. I'm shooting at f14, and it's taken a couple of different exposures because I don't want to burn out any of the details in the water. So I'm shooting at 2 seconds for the tree in this foreground, and 1/5 of a second for the falls themselves. Okay, so I'm maybe no go that way. Oh, frame. Right, what do you make of this? This is a viewpoint I have never had before. I've never shot from this point before. And it's all because that other side of the bridge is open. Right, well, these people that are up at the Hall of Mirrors are staring intently down at the water, and every now and again they cheer and shout things like wow and yay. So I'm guessing from where they're standing they can see salmon leaping down over the falls. So I'm going to head up that way, see if we can get a shot of a salmon. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? But yeah, this is impressive. Before I head over to the Hall of Mirrors and the crowd, I'll just say that if you're a photographer and you've been here, but you haven't been recently, or at least not since they opened up that bridge, come. That viewpoint there is absolutely incredible. Since they've opened up this bridge, it opens up a viewpoint that I have never photographed from before. And I've shot here double figures, I think, but never had that viewpoint. And it's certainly something a bit different, and I think it might become one of those overshot views quite soon, because it just opens up a completely different perspective on the falls. So give it a go, but do it quick. So this is the viewpoint from the Hall of Mirrors, but just there, just where that person's appearing, that's the new viewpoint that's been opened up. That's the spot that you couldn't otherwise get to before, and it's certainly worth the effort. Just go across that bridge through that new gate that's open, and you'll get yourself onto that side of the fall, and you can shoot right across. Absolutely beautiful. Right, this is probably one of the most overshot viewpoints in the area, but for good reason, That's pretty impressive view. I've got a little lull in visitors, so I might quickly set the tripod up and grab this. Certainly overly cliched shot, but with a bit of luck somebody might pop out onto the balcony up there and give the whole thing some scale. We have somebody just about to walk over the bridge there, so I've managed to grab a shot with somebody in it, and that's given it a little bit of a sense of scale. There's a couple more people coming across now. If only they would stop. Gives it a little sense of scale, doesn't it? And we have somebody with a bright yellow jacket on. If only they would move out to the centre of the bridge. What I'm doing now is I'm kind of hoping that that person that had the bright yellow jacket on comes through and oh, they're coming the other way. I can see them. They're through there. That's a shame. If they'd gone through there, that would look quite good. Okay, right, I'm down actually in the river now. It drops off pretty quickly, it gets pretty deep quite quickly, so I've just done a little ledge, but that's allowing me to check for compositions here amongst these rocks with those little cascades, and then the larger ones in the background, leading the eye all the way up to the trees in the distance. I think there might be a shot here. And certainly there's a little ledge there. I think if I can get over to that ledge and shoot over this boulder that you can see, then there's certainly a shot there as well. But I'll take this one first, and then we'll move over there and see if we can get a second shot. Right, what I'm doing now is I'm basically just looking for little compositions. I've shot the main falls, probably overshot the main falls. So now all I'm doing is working my way along the riverside and looking for individual compositions. As you can see, that it's kind of difficult because a lot of the riverside is, well, rocky to begin with, but also there's a lot of trees and stuff come down all the way along, and that's blocking access to the waterside. But I think from memory there's another little, almost like a kind of shingly beach area just on the other side of this tree, and if there is, I'm going to try and pop down there, because I seem to remember that there was a small stream poured out into the main river from here, and it might be possible to get a shot of both of them. Yeah, that's the little shingle area, and that's the little stream that I was talking about. But look, trees come down all over. I doubt very much whether it's possible to get a shot there. I'll go down and have a look, but it doesn't look likely. Wasn't possible. Right, I'm going to call it a day for this location. I'm going to head back. If there's anything grabs my eye on the way back, then obviously photograph that as well. But I'm going to head back, stick the few cameras on to dry and recharge, and then I'm off to another location. Right, so that's us for another video. That's all from the Hermitage. Hope you enjoyed. Give us a little thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe to the newsletter if you feel like it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, bye.